Hello, Happiness Abounder, and welcome back. So this week is a new theme week all about how to feel confident and capable. Lack of confidence is one of the biggest things that holds us back from our dreams. We don't feel confident in ourselves as what we're doing because we haven't done it before. So we start to hold back, we start to second guess ourselves, and more often than not, we step backwards from our dreams because we just don't know if we're capable of achieving them. We don't feel confident in ourselves, our skill sets, in what we don't know, and our ability to find that out to achieve our goals and our dreams. So that's what this theme week is all about. And today I want us to talk about specifically listing your accomplishments as evidence so that you know and can feel confident and capable. So, listing your accomplishments as evidence looks like this. I want you to go to your computer or piece of paper and at the top of it write my accomplishments. And then on every line, if you are writing on your computer, I want you to do all the way till you had a new piece of paper. I want you to write something you've accomplished. All the way back to birth, right? As many things as you can possibly remember. Now, if this is difficult, because usually about after 10 to 15, it gets difficult for us. I want you to think of things that are like maybe kind of weird and off the wall. For instance, when I first did this exercise, I wrote out a whole bunch of things that I was really proud of in like the last 5-10 years. And then I was like, and then what? What have I accomplished? What am I proud of? And as silly as it is, and there's nothing wrong with this if you have extensions, but one of the things I'm really proud of is that I've been able to grow my hair out really long. And in fact, I just cut it at about 5 inches off, and it's still really long. And I'm really proud of that fact that I grew my hair out so long and I don't need extensions. So I put that down as a list of an accomplishment. When I was younger, in my younger days, I competed in competitive track and field. And I actually was a nationally ranked, like top 10 when I was younger, top 50 when I was a little bit older. I was a nationally ranked track and field person in long jump, high jump, and the 4x1, I believe, if I remember correctly. Team 1's 4x1, maybe 4x4, but then also definitely high jump and long jump. Individual sports, I remember those better. But those are accomplishments, so I listed those out. I recently stopped biting my nails, like in the last year and a half, so I put that down. I did agility with my dogs for a couple years and got several first places and moved up in classes. I listed that as accomplishments. But something like your hair growing long or something that you accomplished clear back in like junior high may not be the kind of things that you want to list as accomplishments. But when you hit that like 15 mark and it's really hard to start thinking of what you've accomplished in your life, I don't want you to then beat yourself up feeling like you haven't accomplished anything. If you have to go all the way back to learning how to walk, that's an accomplishment, and put it in your paper. I want you to fill the whole thing out. That accomplishment can be being a good parent. That accomplishment can be starting a business. Some of you may also know in a past life, I was a wedding planner. So also in my sheet, I listed out that I've been featured in national magazines. Not only for my visuals of my tablescapes, my designs, and the photo shoots I designed, but also my copy. I wrote articles to accompany my photo shoots, and they were in national magazines. Like really cool stuff. But because I don't do wedding planning anymore, it's not really relevant to what I do now. That's something it took me probably to 25 before I was like, that's kind of an accomplishment. Yeah, I'm going to put that down. So I want you to think very thoroughly. Maybe you've hosted or ran events, and those can be like community events. Maybe you were the PTA chair. That's an accomplishment. Maybe you're on your HOA committee. That's an accomplishment. Maybe you spoke in your religious community, and that's an accomplishment. Maybe your hair's grown long. That's an accomplishment. Maybe you saved up $1,000, and that's an accomplishment. I want you to think about all of these things that you have been able to accomplish. Being a good parent, is definitely an accomplishment, right? So be thinking about those and list them out. I want you to fill the whole page and don't stop until the page is full. Keep on pressing yourself so that that you can really step into unlocking the things that you know you have accomplished. Right? Don't stop at 7, don't stop at 15, don't stop at 20. Go all the way to the end of the page and do it in one sitting. Because if you can do it in one sitting, then your brain's going to keep on trying to solve for that until you have the full page. You can text your best friend, you can text your mom, you can text your spouse. You can say, hey, your boss maybe, and say, hey, what are some of the things that you remember I've accomplished in my life? And they may remember entirely different and amazing things that you've done. So why do that? When we are lacking confidence, when we do not feel capable, it's because our brain does not have the evidence it needs to believe that it's possible for us to accomplish our goals. It doesn't have evidence of it. It's something we've never done before. That's why it's a goal. But since we've never done it before, we don't have evidence towards doing it before. Our brain goes, no, that's uncomfortable. We're going to step back here. But the thing is when you have a whole page of stuff you've accomplished, it's evidence. Tells your brain, yeah, but I didn't know how to do any of these things either. I had no clue how to be a parent. I had no clue how to start a business. I had no clue how to do X, Y, and Z. But I did them. I figured it out. So the evidence is here that we can make this happen. We can go after our goal. So if you want to feel confident and capable, you want to take your life to those next levels, start by writing out and listing a full page of your accomplishments. Create that evidence for your brain so that you can then move forward to the next phases of your life and get your dreams and goals. So I hope that you do that today. I want to challenge you to do it today. Do it on your lunch break. It'll take 15, 20 minutes, maybe a half hour. Text your friends, text your family and say, hey, I'm doing this challenge for this crazy podcast and I need to list my accomplishments. Can you help me out with this? Even as we're talking here, my brain is going, oh, I've ran a 5K. Oh, I've ran a 10K. Oh, I worked out for 12 days in a row. Like accomplishments and things that I don't even have on my normal list because I just didn't think of them at the time. So ask yourself, what have I accomplished? What am I proud of? Put it at the top of your paper and make a list all the way. Fill the paper in its entirety to build that evidence, to create the support for you are capable and you can then be more confident. And tune in for the rest of this week as I continue to dive in how to build your confidence, how to feel more capable so you can go after your dreams, whatever those dreams may be. So that said, have a wonderful day. If you like this episode, rate, review, and subscribe on your listening podcast platform of choice. And above everything else, remember, you are capable of happiness abound.